Hold on, Amber just got in a wreck, dude.
That was literally 55 to 125.
I wish it was planned that I went up against my wife, but it absolutely wasn't. I would never subject myself to that.
Should have this car up and running mid-afternoon today. Everything 100% complete, ready to roll off the rack and start into the tuning portion of the build.
Seeing that giant Whipple on top, we had to finish it off with our VR cold air intake. Having that big polished 4-inch tube with a massive filter on the end of it is going to make sure that that Whipple sees enough air. Okay, so the last things we have to do are bolt on the hood, fascia, wheel liners, and some plastics underneath. If everything checks out on the car, my job here is done and I can relax.
The challenges I have of being an entrepreneur, a husband, and a father is making it all fit and not neglecting any one factor, any one facet of the actual, my life.
Yeah.
You serious? Are you all right?
Hold on, Amber just got in a wreck, dude.
Amber just got in a fucking wreck. That's crazy. And like, she's like, oh, I'm coming over here, and her brother doesn't even know yet. Your sister just got in a car accident.
What?
In the Range Rover.
Is she okay?
She's all right, but she said the Range Rover isn't. So when it came up, I was like, oh, this isn't bad at all. It looks like just like maybe some PDR, paintless dent repair, and good to go. Are you all right?
I'm all right. I can't believe it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. At least it didn't
Can we
scratch the
fix
rims.
this? Let's ask Wrench. Look at this.
Okay, that's all that matters. That's all I care about.
Thanks.
The paint is completely chipped all the way through. It looks like she definitely hit a trailer hitch, and the trailer hitch pretty much almost went through the bumper. And the problem with that is that's a StarTech front bumper, not a factory front bumper. I just sold it to Parent at Chicago Motors. Your new Tesla's coming.
You can tell them I'm sorry.
So Morgan and I have a pretty big event planned. We haven't organized anything for it yet because we've been focusing on PRI. It's Hot Wheel Drag.
So we gotta invite people now.
Yep.
Give out the invites, and then we should probably pick a few of our VIP members here from San Diego.
That'd be cool.
Call them and see if they can make it. Maybe they can bring a guest.
We're gonna have a 32 car field and everyone's gonna race for money.
Let's just randomly select one of our VIP members from here in San Diego. And right there. Kimberlyn. All right, Kimberlyn. All right, I hope to see you there. Bye.
It's time to race some cars, Speed Society style.
Well, the car's ready to go now. It's time for Mike and Christian to get in the car, put it in a bass tune so we can get it fired up.
You know, we brought out Christian from Lingenfelter because this was our first time actually utilizing their high side fuel system that they offer.
In reality, we're building 5 to 10 cars a week. So the sheer volume of our shop is what separates us, I think, from most other high-performance GM shops.
My name is Christian Saint. I deal with calibration at Lingenfelter Performance Engineering. We develop products for GM enthusiasts that really want to modify their vehicles and go fast and go faster than what the car is actually designed for. This setup is a little different. We're trying a new approach with the injectors. We're also using a different low side on the pump.
Using this system allows us to get away from methanol injection and make big power with E85 with no auxiliary systems in place.
We can go ahead and test fire the car right now. Mike's in the car with Christian and they've got their laptops out, so we're ready to fire it up and kind of see what we got as far as the tune-up goes.
Yeah, everything looks good. Everything looks totally in range. Sean will get it buttoned up here within the hour, and then we're going to go out and drive it. We'll hone it in and get it on the dyno.
What we have to do with the Mercedes is we're actually sending the ECU out to the tuner. He's not available to come out, and the tune is, with the parts we have, is pretty off the shelf. So he has a good idea of what it should do. So we're sending him the ECU, he's gonna send it back to us, and then we're gonna get it on the dyno, and we're gonna see what numbers it puts down.
James with ACG came on in, did some turbos, redid some tuning on it, downpipes. I mean, the car is freaking more than what I could ever expected it to be for a grocery getter.
Pure Turbos set us up with Kevin Baldy and LabWorks. Those guys are top notch. They do great tunes. They have an amazing reputation. They're setting us up with a tune for VP import, and they're also gonna give us a tune to put it on the streets on a 91 octane.
It's actually put down about 700 horsepower, which is insane.
So this thing just almost put down 700 horsepower, and I'm telling you right now, like if you just put the turbos in from Pure, cool. But if you don't have a tuner, like we've done these builds before where the tune isn't from LabWorks and Kevin Baldy, and the guy like lives and breathes this car, Euro World. And I'm telling you, 700 horsepower in a C63 4-door, the thing is a beast. I couldn't be more happy.
We're taking entries, we're checking people in, making sure their car is legit.
Of the top Hot Wheel racers around the country ever flown in from all over the place. Zurich, Switzerland. We got it right here from Africa, everywhere. They're coming in from everywhere. Tasmania. Look, this thing's gonna fill up and it's gonna be jamming.
This is the first time we've done the Hot Wheels reaction here.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
It's the final day at Speed Society. We are going to take this thing for a test drive, just check everything out before we get on the plane.
They're doing a good job. It's nice to see, other people actually doing work. We'll sit back, watch this thing make some power.
So now it's time to get strapped on the dyno, and we'll start going after some real power numbers.
We're going to get this thing driven, tested, and get it on the dyno.
All right, so VP Fuels came through big time with the X85. They gave us a ton of fuel. It burns 3 times faster. Also burns cooler, but it burns faster. So we've got a ton of fuel. It's the equivalent of the E85.
We just drained the pump gas out of it, filled it up with X85, and it's time for Mike and Christian to really take the reins off of this thing and let it eat and see what it'll really make.
Well, we started with a 550 wheel horsepower car, factory car. We ended up with an 850 horsepower. That's more or less a 60% increase in horsepower. So it's a big jump, and with that comes a lot of fuel flow.
So I wish it was planned that I went up against my wife, but it absolutely wasn't. I would never subject myself to that. Not one chance in the world. Nobody can pay me any allotment of money that I would ever subject myself to going against my wife. Period, end of sentence. No chance.
So boarding is at 2. We got to be out of here about noon to drop off the rental car and all that stuff. So it'll be a short day. Hopefully we get everything done that we need to get done today.
So I guess Mike showed up. I didn't even know that he showed up. And From about what I know him, he's like a tuner whisperer. He shows up, handles his stuff, and disappears like he was never even here.
All right, so the car's buttoned up 100% mechanically and tuning. We're gonna go out and do a final drive and have a little fun. Headed from about a 55-mile-an-hour roll here. That was literally 55 to 125 in just a couple of short gears.
Almost fully approved by safety man Matt, except for the rear tires need to be a little stickier. The drag radial on there would be perfect. But besides that, the car's amazing. Round one's over.
Oliver with the win.
I can't explain the level of competition. People are into this.
It's tricky trying to do this little plastic foot pedal.
Quarterfinals are over. Let's go to the semis.
I'm pretty excited. I think I got an ace in the hole with my Hotchkiss car. Got a little too excited, jumped the gun, hit a red light, I'm out.
Safety guy! Safety guy!
Semifinals are over. It's on to the championship round. Surprisingly to me, going against Jake, Andy's son.
Mr. Safety Man, Matt, won the $500. Jake was the second runner-up, and then our office girl, Amber, she took third place.
Huge success. I won the event, which was kind of weird because I set it up, but I had the best reaction time out of everybody. All the Speedsidey fans went home happy. My girlfriend went home with $500 because it went straight to her.
You guys need to catch a flight.
We do, man. We gotta head back.
Undo. Thank you, man, as always.
Matt, enjoy, brother.
See you soon.
You
always do amazing work, dude.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you, man. The car is finished on our side, and we're looking forward to following the sweepstakes, seeing the lucky winner of this car, and then hopefully flying back out and being a part of the VIP experience with the lucky winner and shaking the hand of whoever wins this car.
Another successful season with Vengeance here. Those guys are awesome. We love working with them. We always have a great time, whether it's working here at the shop or out on the town. Good bunch of guys. I hope they come out for season 3 because it was a blast.
Next time on Beyond the Build.
It catches on fire, I guess, so. Go pick up a car, and anybody on Speed Society that doesn't know how to drive a stick will learn how to drive a stick by the end of the week. Come check it out, it's yours.
What?